I said, hey, you going out?
Joey, you care if I call you Joey, so we may have Joey.
I like that.
General.
Everybody, every good Lawrenceburger has a nickname.
Okay, welcome everyone.
Tommy won't tell me mine.
Lee, glad to see you're up and back at 'em again.
I am too, I'm happy to be back.
I think our last council meeting, the day after, you had a little spell, and
Yeah, had a kidney infection.
we didn't cause that, I hope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
no, I don't think so.
Well, good.
Okay, well, glad to have you
Glad to have
back. All right, I'd like to call to order the Lawrenceburg Board of Works meeting for April 17th, 2023. If I could get a roll call, Mr.
Sure.
Fetty.
Board Member Tony Abbott.
Here.
Board Member Tommy Roulette.
Present.
City Attorney Dale Weldon.
Here.
President Kelly Milan.
Here.
Myself.
Okay. Any announcements, guys, on this one? I don't have any for this meeting.
I have none.
I have none.
Okay, if not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. New business, I'd like to table the police clerk B recommendation for tonight. I don't believe they're quite ready to make a recommendation.
I'll make that motion table.
Second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. I don't have any old business for the Board of Works meeting. You guys got anything that maybe?
I have none either, Mayor.
I can't think of nothing now.
Okay, if not, I'll entertain a motion then to approve the claims.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Motion to adjourn this meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, guys. All right, next meeting I'd like to call to order is the Parks and Recreation Committee meeting for April 17th, 2023 with a roll call, Mr. Petty.
Member Tony Abbott.
Here.
Member Justin Noppert is absent. Member Tommy Roulette.
Present.
Member Lenny Fryman.
Here.
Member Brett Bondurant.
Yes, sir.
City Attorney Dale Weldon.
Here.
President Kelly Milan.
Here.
And myself.
Okay. Any announcements for the Parks meeting? I have none for this.
I have none, Mayor.
I have none.
Okay. If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Before we do go on, I will make this comment about parks. There's I hope you've seen there's a lot of work been going on. City workers have been, they have a long list of a to-do list to get done before things start happening. A lot of power washing going on. There's going to be a lot of painting coming up. Things like that. I know they got, I was talking to Brad and Roger today in a meeting. The Little League opening day, I believe, is April 28th, if I'm not mistaken. It's a Saturday. So they're getting prepared for all of that. You guys know about the two new speaker systems are in down at the new park, or the baseball fields. What else was there? Anyway, so if you see them out, they're doing a lot of
Good deal.
a lot of that kind of work. So that's good. Keep trying to keep the parks up. In fact, I was at the park up on the hill. I was down here on Saturday, and you couldn't get another person on either one of the playgrounds. Art Street
was-
or up on the hill. There was
Our street was packed. I was there. I seen it.
there are 8 shelters up on the hill, and all 8 shelters, even the one down on the bottom pond, were full with birthday parties.
Good deal.
All 8.
Good deal.
You couldn't get it. Looked. I thought Pee Wee football was playing. There was that many cars in the park. So
Hey, we're just getting popular on the hill.
yeah, well, that's because you're there.
That's got something to do with it, I think.
I think it was. I thought it was too. Giving you some kudos there, Lenny. Okay, I have no new or old business for parks tonight. You guys got anything you want to bring up?
Yeah, there's a street light that's out up by the park. How to explain, you know how you go down around to the bottom park and then when you come back up,
So it's in the park,
it's in the park.
okay?
Yeah, and it's right there, when you get to the top of the hill, the light's right to the left there. It's out.
Ludlow Hill Park.
Ludlow Hill, yes.
So
I
it's at
just seen
the
it the other day.
back pond,
Well, it's on top by where the,
but it's at the back pond where you go down?
well, you know how you go
back up.
down and back up?
Correct.
And then you'll turn right?
Yep,
Well, the light's right there to the left of it. You'll see it right there.
gotcha.
Was it,
That's where it's out.
was it during the day it was out?
No, it wasn't during the day it was out. Oh, my. Lee, I don't know what we're gonna do with him up here.
That was a good one, Mark.
I couldn't keep straight,
You was trying to do it. You was getting ready to say
I
something.
couldn't keep straight face on that.
Oh, my.
Okay, so it's, come up from the bottom pond
Yes,
and up the hill, turn right.
right to the left there.
It's right in front of the,
No,
playground equipment.
well, yeah, but it's, if you turn right, but it's the one to the left.
Yep.
There's one right there.
On the
when you
right
get
or
there.
on the left?
They're only on one side over there, Homer.
All right, we'll get that fixed there, Ludlow Hill. All right. Okay, thanks. Anything else, guys, parks? If not, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. I'd like to call to order the city council meeting for April 17th, 2023. If everyone would rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. One more time, Mr. Fetty.
All right, here we go. Councilperson Tony Abbott.
Here.
All right, Councilperson Justin Opper's absent. Councilperson Tommy Roulette.
Present.
Councilperson Lenny Fryman.
Here.
Councilperson Brett Bondurant.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. City Attorney Dale Weldon.
Here.
Mayor Kelly Malone.
Here.
And myself.
Okay, announcements, board reports, streets, alleys, and curbs, downtown area, Mr. Abbott.
Everything's good that I know of, but I do have one question here. I've been reading on Facebook that Greendale is going to have a golf cart law where they can come down 6th Street.
Well,
6th Street is one way, and we made it that one way years ago because it's so small. And if we made it two way, we got school buses, semi trucks going to that CO2 plant.
well, we're jumping the gun here a little bit. I don't know that that's,
I'm telling you what they have told me out in Greendale. I called out there and asked them, and they said they're going to use 6th Street. I said, well, I don't know about that. I think we ought to have a meeting and discuss. I mean, I don't mind them coming, golf carts coming from Greendale to Lawrenceburg, but I think we need to find a proper way for them to get here.
well, quite honestly, if that happens, which I'm not sure it's happening, that's the only route to take.
We cannot make 6th Street two ways. There's just no way that can happen.
Well,
With the school buses, the semi trucks, and the
we need
people
to-
that live
we
there
need
have
to-
nowhere to park now as it is.
School buses and semi trucks, we need,
You got the CO2 trucks.
yeah.
They go down there and fill up with the carbon dioxide or carbon dioxide. You got them going up and down there all the time.
They're-
So,
Are they going on 6th Street or on
yeah, they come out on the 6th Street, come out on the
Under Ridge?
Ridge in Maine.
Okay.
That's a busy street, believe it or not. And that's why we made it one way years ago,
Mhm.
because it's just not wide enough. Plus, the residents have nowhere to park if we made it two way.
Well, there's the one side of the street, I've been watching it for about 6 weeks now. There's maybe one car that parks on the one side of the street.
Uh-huh.
At any one.
Go to a family dinner, see if you can find somewhere to park on that street, because my mother-in-law lived there. I got to park over at the old.
Oh, so
Tech
that's the
building.
reason.
That's one of them. Heck yeah. Actually, she don't live there anymore.
I
My
know.
daughter's got the house,
Yeah.
but no, there's no. Whenever I go to family dinner over there, I got to park across the street the old Ivy Tech building lot.
Well,
It
let's,
just make too much of a mess.
if it comes down to them, if it comes down to a route, we'll have to get all together and discuss.
I think we could get together and come up with some other solution. I was trying to think of
I don't know
some
what
and
it
just quick thinking, I was thinking, well, why don't they come up through school and cross Highway 50 onto Walnut Street? That way we can keep the traffic going straight down Walnut and
You
not
can't get to
going.
the school. That's the only way to get to the school.
Well, let's build a road. They built one darn road down the left-hand side of the levee. Sorry about that. Why can't
That's
they
not-
build
that's
one
not
down the
motorized
right-hand
road.
side of the levee?
That's not motorized. They didn't, Greendale didn't build that for
Yeah,
motorized.
that's just
Oh, that's walking,
Walking.
isn't it?
All
Yes, yes.
Yeah, but
Make it a
isn't there a
foot wider.
possibility of making a crossway to go across 50?
No.
There's not?
That isn't the issue though. The bollards have already been removed over here. They can get through that.
We can get to.
Yes.
We just gotta get,
School.
we gotta get to the school.
They can
Mr.
already,
Haley?
they can come underneath 50 over here by the gas station.
Understand that, but what I'm saying is keep the traffic away from the school. And when you're coming down Ridge, isn't there a possibility of them coming straight across there?
Ooh.
You don't wanna do
It's
that.
pretty wide down through there.
The problem is the cross traffic.
Yeah.
50. I wouldn't wanna put my name on it for safety reasons. But I think we can, if it comes down to something, we'll get together and we'll have to converse and talk about it. Find
We'll
out
just,
how
we'll
we
just
it.
do Walnut Street and call it Milan Crossing.
No. You can call it whatever you want, you ain't calling it that. No, but
There's gotta be some other way to do it.
yeah, well, yeah,
I'll agree with you. It would warrant some discussion. That's
Yeah,
for
if we
sure.
had-
Absolutely.
That's the least we could do, yes.
Yep.
yeah. Let's wait and see if it happens. or
Alrighty,
If
well,
it's gonna happen.
that's it for me.
Okay, anything else? Are you done?
I'm done.
Okay. What about the Ludlow Hill area, Mr.
Good.
Fryman?
Everything's good, sir. Thank you.
You're good?
Yes. If you don't believe me, just ask me.
Finance Department, Mr. Von Duren?
No report.
All right. Parks and Playgrounds, Mr. Noppert? Okay. And Fire Department, Mr. Rolette?
No report, Mayor.
All right, thank you. Got a couple. Do not forget, community picnic is this Saturday. I don't care what the weather says. Gene?
I'll be out of town.
No. Move it. Reschedule.
You can't blame it.
You're gonna have to postpone your trip.
I'm sending him to the community picnic
Oh, okay,
in
we're
my
good.
place.
We're good. But no, April 22nd, this Saturday, food starts at 11:30, goes till 3. You have some giveaways. We've got Mr. Jimmy Thomas is going to be the recipient of the first annual Lawrenceburg Legacy Award. So he is excited, and we had to tell him ahead of time because his daughters told me that he probably would not be there unless he knew. So I called him, and he is thrilled. So
Good deal.
hope you guys can make it. First responders will be grilling for us, so I don't care that the weather doesn't look too good yet. But, come Friday, it'll be fine for Saturday. So
And for the public to know, where's it at?
Aurora.
I know it's in Lawrenceburg, but Lawrenceburg's a
Civic-
big
Civic
area.
Park.
Civic Park.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I
All
didn't
right.
fail to say that. You're right. Civic Park, yes, sir. The other thing is I know, I just want to wish everybody good luck in the upcoming election. I know we got a meeting on Monday, May 1st, but in case that wasn't enough time to wish everybody good luck. So coming up on May 2nd, vote, vote, vote. Everybody needs to vote. Okay, any other announcements, guys? You guys got anything you want to bring up?
I have nothing, Mayor.
Okay, if not, then I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
So move.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. New business, you've seen the donation committee recommendations. There are none that are going through for this month. You guys have a copy of that in your packet?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Thought we had two that,
Let's,
they're not going through.
okay.
They were
Those
requested.
two, she's redid that. Then we
They were
were we did
requested.
last month.
They redid it, sorry.
You're
My
right.
bad. They sent a new one.
Revised, yes.
I'll talk to you after. Okay, I got two other things here, and the first thing I'd like to do is I was asked to read a proclamation. The week of April 23rd through the 29th is Victims' Rights Advocate Week. We do this every year. So I'm just going to read this proclamation and I'll get it to the appropriate person. This is Crime Victims' Rights Week is what it is. Okay, whereas the term victim is more than just a label and has legal standing and protections that go along with it. Whereas Crime Victims' Rights Acts passed in Indiana and at the federal level guarantees victims the right to meaningfully participate and use their voice in the criminal justice process. Whereas victim service providers, advocates, law enforcement officers, attorneys, and all other allied professionals can help survivors find their justice by enforcing these rights. Whereas the right to provide an impact statement ensures the victims' voices are considered in court during the sentencing and, when applicable, restitution processes. Whereas including and elevating the voices of survivors makes certain they are heard and seen and creates a path to forging and sustaining community trust. Whereas engaging survivors creates responses and services that are credible, meaningful, and centered on individual needs. Whereas survivors' lived experience can serve as, that's me, sorry about that.
I don't feel so bad now.
Lived experience can serve as a catalyst for implementing innovative programs, shifting existing programs in new directions, and changing policies or practices that prevent survivors from assessing services or pursuing justice. Whereas National Crime Victims' Rights Week provides an opportunity to recommit to listening to crime survivors in every space where decisions are made that could impact them. And whereas Safe Passage is hereby dedicated to amplifying the voices of survivors and creating an environment where survivors have the confidence that they will be heard, believed, and supported. Now, therefore, I, Kelly Milan, do hereby proclaim April 23rd through 29th, 2023 as Crime Victims' Rights Week. So, Safe Passage, any of you are familiar, located in Batesville, Indiana. They are a shelter for women and children, actually, and do a tremendous work reflecting what I had just read about victims' rights. So we will make sure that gets to the appropriate people. In fact, the ex-mayor's assistant, Carrie Ketman, is now the executive director of Safe Passage out there. She got promoted, so. Okay, this wasn't on the agenda, and I wanted to bring it up because I know time is sort of the essence for it. As you guys know, we support the Adult Center at $120,000 a year in our current budget. It used to be quite a bit more than that. And when the new group took over there, they said, hey, we don't think we need that kind of money to run the Adult Center and run it efficiently. So we had pulled back on funding. But what they're finding out is they're still running a little short. So I was approached. I know Tommy, you and Brett sit on that board as well, so you guys know their financial what's going on there, and I know that there's money's being spent in the right ways and things like that. I've talked with you guys, and I've talked with the board members over there. What they're asking is if maybe we could consider an additional $10,000 a quarter My recommendation, and I'll go with what you guys want, would be that we would do $10,000 more a quarter, but only for for this year. And I'm okay with making it retro to the first of the year, so that's additional 40,000 for the year. But I think, Tommy, you and Brett can share this most with their board, and I think you probably already are, but, you know, they're trying to find other ways to fund. They're doing some fundraising, things like that, but they need to address their financial needs with other people such as, and I'm going to say it, the county and other surrounding municipalities. It's a Dearborn County Adult Center. I think we're doing our fair share to try and help them, and obviously we would never let our seniors fail or let the adult center fail. But I don't know how you guys feel about that.
As you stated, Mayor, that they are doing their best to try to stay sustainable. We have a very good person looking at the books, so I know everything is being spent properly. It's just not there right now. Again, we know that they just got their gaming license back. They did a trial run with the bingo the other night. That would help some, along with their pull tabs and split the pot and things. But right now, they really are struggling. I mean, I think we had to, if I remember correctly, give them like their first draw earlier this year because they would not be able to make the bills.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm with you. I would like to do the additional 40,000, but just for 2023.
Okay.
That's the way I feel. The only thing is, and I'm looking at Mr. Fetty, would we take this out of rainy day or something probably?
Pretty much we'd have to.
Yeah, we probably, yeah. I mean, I'm sure that's where you probably have to get it, wouldn't you, Mark?
Yep.
I mean, I think it would get them over the hump, so to speak. And maybe if this bingo starts working, and as you stated, and I'm going to bring that up as well at the next meeting, if I need be, I'll go with them wherever they need to go to ask for any help as well.
How do you feel, Mr. Bondurant? You're the other member of that board.
I feel the same. I think a lot of the issues, or maybe not a lot of them, but few of them are kind of long lasting. I don't think that they had the opportunity to start on level ground as far as finances. I feel we started a little below. A lot of that money was spent, for some.
I do know that they had, and you guys can probably correct me if I'm wrong here, but they had some bills that were waiting on them to be paid.
Yeah. That's
when they took over, and I think they're even getting some.
Yeah, they're still coming in.
Coming.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at.
And I won't go any further than that, but it wasn't because of what they had done.
Correct.
Well, that's why we have Mr. Bondurant and Mr. Roulette on that
Yep.
board, so I would go by their recommendations on what they would do.
Okay. I'll word the motion, and then you guys can tell me if it sounds okay or not by somebody making the motion and second. But I'd entertain a motion to approve an additional $40,000 of support for 2023 to the Lawrenceburg Adult Center, or Dearborn County Adult Center. But this is just for the remainder of 2000, or for only the year of 2023. What did I say it wrong?
Lawrenceburg Adult Center, I think you did that on purpose.
Uh-huh. I meant
Corrected.
Dearborn County, I'm sorry.
That sounds good to me,
Can I
Mayor.
get a motion?
I'll move.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you, Mayor.
Okay, I don't have any other new business. Anyone? Anything? If not, the A-House lot consolidation, is that you, Dell?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Okay.
Thank you. Please, Common Council, we have in our packets and this is Mr. Bonder raised a good point when we had this in front of Planning Commission. He said, man, how are we not done with this yet? Yeah, so
No,
this is the
I think there's one more. I think it
the
goes back.
final step. But no, a couple things. One, what you have in your packets is a consolidation survey. So, these things do, even for really small pieces of property like this, it's just a long lead time because it has to kind of come back and forth. And then basically what happened here is we had the initial just general approval and then had to reduce that down to the formal documents that we'll file with the county, which then requires it going all the way back through Planning Commission. Now this is the last stop. At the Planning Commission meeting, I did want to point out that the A houses were both present. They estimate they put over $100,000 into that property. They have a business downstairs. They live themselves in the top floor, which is what we've always wanted, more owner occupied downtown. And they just went on and on before and during the meeting about how much they love living in downtown Lawrenceburg, how it just kind of blows them away. What a wonderful community you guys have all built. So this is definitely a success story. We want more of these. And so I appreciate everyone kind of hanging in there through this long process.
Is there an exact number on how much property we give him?
Yep.
I tried looking at that and I couldn't quite figure it out.
They've got it as 0.005 acres if you look at.
Okay.
So it's very, very small.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't know.
I even thought it was less than that.
Yeah,
So that
it
was-
could be.
What, maybe 4 foot by 10 foot long or something like that? Or
Yep, and it
it just squared off the lot. I
it was a
remember
chunk
that.
out of the lot,
Yeah.
right? So it
Right.
only made natural sense to put it back.
Put it back, right.
And they're immediately putting in a garage, and they rebuilt the deck on top of it. So, and that's another reason it took a long time is because this originally kind of felt like a redevelopment project where, hey, instead of an exchange for money buying that property, we'll do an exchange for all the investments you made. We took it out of redevelopment because it wasn't a retail business. It's a lawyer's office, which I know how much you guys love lawyers and lawyers' offices. But the core and the reason it isn't retail, it is commercial, which was a change, is just because they ended up in a long-term lease when they bought the property. They couldn't change, but same basic goals were accomplished. You got a business shell that will be other businesses over the years. You got a residential upstairs, owner occupied, not rental, which will be that way for a lot of years. And they put investments in the building, which will make sure it's good structurally, cosmetically. So just positives after positives and kind of checks all the boxes. So we just decided, hey, let's not make it a redevelopment deal. We'll just do it through council. And that just
Right.
made us have an extra step, but very small sliver, just makes their lot square, rectangle.
So do you need a motion on this to approve the consolidation?
Yes, please, Your Honor, and then you'll sign it and we'll get it recorded.
Okay, any other questions regarding this, guys?
I have none, Mayor.
If not, then I'd entertain a motion to approve the A-House lot consolidation as put forward.
So moved, Mayor.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you, Your Honor. If it pleases you and Mr. Fetty, John is getting the Mylar from Archie, so you don't have to sign anything tonight.
Okay.
John will bring it around to have Jim Crook will sign it, you'll sign it, he'll handle the Mylar, he'll get it recorded.
Okay. Goes to Mark. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, any other old business anybody wants to bring up? If not, we'll entertain comments from the audience. Yes, ma'am?
I got a couple things. Did they ever find out about, they put the bag dispensers for people to clean up their dogs in our alley?
I owe you some bags.
Yeah.
I told you I'd bring you some bags to this meeting and I forgot. You
I
told me.
can't remember everything.
I know, but I do. I need to.
And another thing, people in the building want to know, is there a possibility of putting a stoplight, or not stoplight, a street light in the back of our building? It's so dark there, and people walk their dogs up the alley at night, and there's not much light there at all.
I spoke with the manager about this. She gave me a call, and they want a security light back in the alley between them and the library because they're having problems at night. The residents walk their dog in the evening and at nighttime, and they're being accosted by people. the only way to say
And
it.
they don't have a light on the building,
There's a little bitty light over a door in the library, and that's it.
but on the Edinburgh or in the
No, there's
Fairhaven building, there's no light.
security light back there.
Between the library and Fairhaven, in the alley.
Yep. I guess
We'll take a look.
it's dark, and we got some people that are doing some bad things.
Can we possibly have that patrol just a little more in that alley for now?
Yeah.
They've had a brick
At least
go
in the-
through a
on the
window
day.
and stuff down there, so.
Where's the cop came through today on patrol?
Well, I'm talking about at the night. That's when most of this stuff's going on, we're understanding, so. Maybe they just come through there and turb them a little bit or discourage them.
We'll look into both.
We'll keep you safe, Lee.
We don't want you stepping on any of that dog doo-doo.
Well, my neighbor walks her dog at 2 o'clock in the morning, which is not very safe, you know.
Wow.
My mother-in-law lives there, and she was doing hers at 1 o'clock in the morning.
No kidding.
That's when the dog wants to go. So that's when she takes him out, because she'll do anything for that little dog. But she said, not anymore.
That dog's a yapper.
Yes, it is. I agree with you 110%.
He's cute, he's very
The
happy.
yapper.
Man, shots fired.
That's all
I like it.
Yeah, we'll look. I have Mario go take a look at that. Anything else?
That's good.
Okay, if not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the claims.
So move.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Motion to adjourn?
So move.
Second,
I'll second it.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
We got a lot of hot dogs plenty at that community picnic.
Hey, we
Yeah.
got
I hope